Back to the Michael D. Show. I'm so excited about our guest today here in the Beyond Publishing Studios, author of the best-selling book, Your Kidneys Can Heal, Dr. Bismah Irfan from Houston, Texas. How are you, Dr. Bismah?
Hi, Michael. Thank you for having me on the show. I am very excited and would love to share what is in my book and just help your viewers more.
Well, your book is blowing up everywhere. People are giving rave reviews about it. You've gone number one on Amazon. Tell us a little bit. I know you came from your own health challenges, but you decided to become a nephrologist, a kidney doctor, and you have kind of a different mindset that you're educating your patients and your clients. Let's dive right into it.
So it's an excellent question, Michael, because that dives deep into what I believe and why I am on this journey today. Actually, many of my patients would come in and they would ask, why are you the one who is doing this? Or why isn't anyone else aware of this? So it is a very intriguing question because when I was actually in my kidney training, or as we call it, nephrology fellowship, at that time, after my first child, I started developing this joint pain, which was debilitating to the point that I wasn't able to walk, I wasn't able to sign prescriptions. Any patient who would shake my hand, I would be in tears. Like it was a very painful time for me. And during that time, I went to the doctor and was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, which is basically inflammation and autoimmune disease of all the joints in the body. And that was my journey because the doctor there told me to be on immunosuppressive, which is basically medicines that suppresses your immune system for life, to be on that medicine forever. And
Mm.
right, I mean, it is, and I also think that it is one thing that when you are giving it as a doctor, you feel like that's the next step and that is what is best for the patient. But when you are the patient, then the story changes. And then it becomes much more in regards to, hey, what are the side effects and why am I taking it and what is it doing for me? So those were my questions as well. And that was my journey into stepping into maybe food is medicine. Maybe there's something in my lifestyle that needs to be changed. Maybe there's something in my genes that, would help me. So, yeah, in short, it was my own struggle that brought me in this place where I started seeing results for my own health. And in this time period, any patient who would come to me, at that time I was at Cleveland Clinic in Ohio. And anytime the patient would come to me, I would tell them that, hey, do you want to experiment with maybe changing a diet or, adding some supplements? And that is when I saw that my patients who agreed to it were starting to improve their blood pressure, not only stabilize their kidneys, but also improve their kidney function.
Your Kidneys Can Heal. Your new best-selling book is A Kidney Doctor's Complete Guide to Natural Kidney Recovery, Better Lab Values, and Renewed Energy. Is you're not a run-of-the-mill medical doctor just with a general practice. Is you specialize and you've got recognitions and certifications and degrees that you've earned. Go ahead and give us a quick rundown of your bio so people know actually what you've accomplished.
Sure. So I am American board certified in internal medicine. I'm American board certified in nephrology, which is kidney medicine. I'm also certified in lifestyle medicine. I'm certified in functional medicine, as well as plant-based nutrition, in homeopathy, in regenerative medicine. I feel like the list goes on. And the reason why it goes on and the reason why it will go on is because I have develop this thirst and this quest to find more therapies, especially natural therapies that will help us naturally without any side effects and help us improve not only our kidneys, not only our blood pressure, but our entire health, our mind, body, soul. So I have done a lot of training and I'm still doing a lot and intend to do more. So just like, keep following me if you want to be at the edge, at the cutting edge of what is new, what is innovative, what can we add, and I will keep on bringing you my experiences, my trainings, and what I have learned, so that we can help not only one, not only 10, but hundreds and billions of people out there.
And I know you've got so much practical wisdom and methodology, functional medicine in here that people can do. But what's the process? Of course, they're going to buy the book, but can they get on your calendar to get a consultation to learn more?
Absolutely. So the first most important thing when people are coming and understanding what is this new method or why they would be interested in buying this book, the most important thing is what is functional medicine or what is integrative medicine. Because when we talk about these principles, it basically means that you are not just looking at your kidneys as a tunneled version or a vision where you're just looking at your kidneys, you're looking at your kidneys as if they are in your body, which they are, and you're looking at the whole body in a holistic manner. That is where magic happens, and that is where we discuss about the root causes of what happened that led to the condition that you are in today. So that is pretty
You're-
much what my book covers, and that is
Mhm.
what we discuss on the consultation, that what are your specific root causes that led to this condition that you are in.
Well, I want people to know Your Kidneys Can Heal is available everywhere books are sold, and Dr. Bismah Irfan is a nationally recognized pioneer in functional nephrology. The hardcover is available, the paperback, the ebook, and soon the audiobook are available everywhere books are sold. So you're going to want to grab a copy. You're going to want to jump on her calendar for a consultation. But I also know you're speaking everywhere and you're getting lots of feedback on podcasts and webinars. So if somebody wants to have you on their show, what's the best way for people to get you on their show or their podcast?
So basically, just email us on support at drbisma.com and let us know if we can find a good time. We will love to be on your podcast and, be on the webinar, also be on stage speaking and talking about how we can heal your kidneys.
Well, you're going to want to jump on the website, and we've got the link in the show notes. It's there. She's got some great, valuable free goodies and assessments. You can learn more. You can get on her calendar. And what was the most exciting thing for you about launching this book in New York City with Beyond Publishing? I know you spoke there. You had so many people asking for the book and buying the book. What kind of feedback are you getting, and what's the main takeaway from the book?
So, the main takeaway, as I mentioned, is firstly this idea, this unique idea, which shouldn't be unique, and this unpopular idea, which shouldn't be unpopular, is that kidneys cannot heal, or when you have kidney disease, it just declines. I feel like that is the narrative that I want to change here. That is the idea and the hope that I want to bring is that when you do the right things at the right time, your kidneys can heal. They can not only stabilize, but they can actually improve. So, when I was there in New York and speaking at the New York Academy of Medicine, I had these amazing people from the audience, and I had some copies at that time with me. They took my copies, and since then, I've been having such amazing reviews, as well as these many of these people have become my patients. And literally, they said that when we picked up your book, we finished in 3 days. So that was kind of nice and validating to know that what I have been working towards for such a long time, and now that I have this piece of my heart in front, I can see that people are enjoying it, are loving it, are understanding the newer concepts that I'm trying to bring in.
Your Kidneys Can Heal. Get this book for a friend, get it for yourself. Go to Dr. Bismah's website, drbismah.com, read the testimonials, schedule a call, get into her programs because the Kidney Comprehensive Consult, the 8-week program, the 12-week personalized program, or the Kidney Renewable Therapies. I mean, you're talking about things that other nephrologists aren't talking about it. And we are grateful for that. Go on the website, check it out. There's so much free content. There's so much free medical information and wellness information here. What would you say to somebody that maybe has received a diagnosis from their nephrologist? Should they just go ahead and book a call to come to you for a second opinion, or what would you suggest?
Yeah, I would actually, go on my website first, look around and see what is it that that talks to them? What is it that speaks to them? Because coming on the consult without understanding what we do may not really be helpful. Because when we ask you questions and when we spend not 10 minutes, but actually more than 60 minutes with you asking questions, going deep into what is it that has been affecting your body. I feel like sometimes if you're not ready for those questions or you're used to those 5-10 minutes appointments with your regular doctors, it may seem overwhelming. So I would definitely want you to go to the website, understand what we do, and then remember that when we are talking about your root causes, or when we are discussing any kind of therapies, we are talking about the most cutting edge therapies in not only kidney health, but also in your whole health. And we are implementing the most innovative ways and precise ways to help you. Either it is through your genes, or it is through peptides, or it is through, oxidative therapies. We are at its forefront, especially for the kidneys. And we are also incorporating regenerative medicine, which is stem cells, exosomes. So we are doing amazing work here. But the most important thing is, are you ready to take the first step?
Yes, people are. Your kidneys can heal. How to stop kidney damage and optimize function. This is a revolutionary approach using functional medicine, lifestyle medicine, and integrative nutrition to halt disease and restore health beyond conventional treatment limitations. There are actually 9 key principles you're going to get that Dr. Irfan talks about in the book. And so go to the website, opt in, get the free offers, get the bonuses. You've got so many bonuses here, but I want people to know the book is available not only on Amazon.com, but Target.com, Walmart.com, Barnes and Noble, Books a Million, everywhere books are sold. You have global distribution throughout Asia, and we're so excited that your book's available for bookstores and libraries. What are some closing thoughts you want to leave with somebody that's struggling with health issues, specifically kidney issues? What would you say?
I would say that many people, when they hear about the book's title, or when they hear about, hey, your kidneys can heal, the first thing that comes to my mind, to their mind, is it is not possible. If it was possible, then all the doctors, especially in these big institutions, would know about it and they would apply those principles. So why are they not doing it, and why are you doing it? So I feel like that is such a big myth, and you really have to look into the science. You really have to look into the research papers that are coming out, which are saying that when you change your diet, when you address the toxins, when you address your food sensitivities, when you address your gut microbiome, your kidneys can truly heal. So don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt that, hey, if my prestigious biggest kidney doctor is not able to tell me about this, why is this young lady talking about this? Your kidneys can heal. Just give yourself a chance to avail those benefits.
It's revolutionary. It's 420 pages of solid information. Grab it today for a friend you know. Grab an entire case for your sorority, for your reading group, and for your club, because it's going to change people's lives. So, Dr. Bismah, I want to thank you for being on the Michael D Show here in the Beyond Publishing Studios. It was such a pleasure working with you. And hey, we're just getting started, but congratulations once again for going #1 on Amazon. Congratulations again for the awards and the recognition and the reviews that you're receiving. And I know many people are just now getting the book and are starting to give their feedback. So what's next, Dr. Irfan? Do you have another book in the works, or what's the plan?
I actually do. I have been getting a lot of requests from other, groups in the kidney society, that they have been wanting to, talk to me about the IgA nephropathy, or, some kind of autoimmune disease that is affected by the kidneys, and they really want me to talk more about it. So right now, I think those books are in the pipeline, but I am more focusing on seeing how we can help the people right now who are reading this book, and help them identify their root cause, and help them understand, give them hope, and give them understanding that there is more, not just the end result that it may lead to dialysis or transplant. So for me, the biggest message I want to give away is, there is hope. Don't just stop that you have kidney disease and that's the end of it.
Well, you said there is hope, and it's been a lot of fun working with you. The team at Beyond Publishing has just had a blast, and we're just getting started with you. Now, when you spoke in New York at the American Academy of Physicians, what was your topic, and what do you normally speak about when you take the stage in an environment like that?
So I usually talk about that kidneys can reverse. And when I talk about reversing kidney disease, remember, it's not that they're going from 10% to 100%. They are reversing to the maximum potential. So basically, that is where what I'm talking about. What are the natural tips? What are the studies that have shown that can improve kidney function? And I also talk about blood pressure issues. If someone is looking for natural blood pressure therapies or how to improve the blood pressure naturally, I usually talk about those things. I also talk about the holistic approach. That means what is functional medicine and what can functional medicine bring to our patients, and what are the basic methodologies and steps that we can take in order to implement that, not only for only kidney, but for anything, which could be autoimmune, gut disease. We also focus on hormonal health. So we do a lot of things. And I feel like at this time, it may not be possible for me to bring up all those things. But when we systematically sit and review each and everything, we are covering all systems, all processes, hitting all the lab work, just so that we can uncover as much as possible. Because only when you uncover things is when you can address those things.
Well, 420 pages is a lot of words, and you did an epic job writing that book. So it's going to be a lot of fun bringing it to the world. We just had 1.3 million attendees at the Bangkok Book Show. And so taking you to the book shows of the world, we're just getting started. So follow Bismah. Thanks for being with us on the Michael D Show. And remember, there is hope. Grab her book, Your Kidneys Can Heal. Buy it for a friend today, and be following her on all of her socials because her content is truly epic. Thanks, Dr. Bismah.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you for having me on the show.